All right, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what to do when you get a call from a debt collector telling you that you owe them money. I'm going to tell you what to do when you get that call. I'm also going to tell you what to do if you look at your credit report and you notice that there is a collection account on your credit report. So there's two scenarios that you have to know what to do, or it can kill your credit score. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create two different type of letters to respond to debt collectors to overall protect your credit report. Or if you are helping a consumer improve their credit score, I'm going to show you what to do to help protect their credit score as well when it comes to debt collectors. Now, before I get into this video, the first thing I want you to do is hit that subscribe button below. And once you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification icon. So every single time I deliver these powerful videos, just like this one, you will be educated and you will know what to do to improve your credit score when it comes to these type of situations. All right. So the first thing we're going to talk about first is what to do when you receive on the two scenarios. What do you do if you receive a call from a collection agency, or what to do if you look on your credit report and you notice there's a collection account on your credit report? So there's two scenarios that we're going to talk about, right? So the first one is, what do you do when you get a phone call out the blue, a debt collector trying to collect debt? They call you, they say you owe this money, right? Hey, may I speak to Mark Claiborne? You owe this money. If you don't pay this money, we are going to report it to the credit bureaus. We are going to try to get this money from you, right? Don't be scared. Just relax. All you have to do is follow what I'm about to teach you. This is very powerful. It's very important that you do exactly what I'm going to do, or this debt collector can really harm your credit score and take away the ability for you to buy things. So this is very important that you follow what I'm about to teach you right now. So let me show this to you really quick. All right. So one of the first things you want to do is, if a debt collector calls you on the phone and they say you owe a debt, never admit that you owe the debt. That's number one. Never admit that you owe the debt. Okay. Never admit that, because if you admit, okay, now this is not 100%, but if you admit that you owe the debt, some states may allow that admission to restart the statute of limitations on how long a debt collector can try to come after you and sue you in court for this particular debt. So if someone calls you over the phone, you never want to admit that you owe this debt, right? Because you don't know who this person is. They could be a scam. You don't know who these people are, right? So one of the first things you want to do is, if a debt collector calls you over the phone, the very first thing you tell them is that you are not aware of this debt and that you're disputing this debt, and that you would like for the debt collector to send you all of the information pertaining to this debt to your address on file. Okay? This is what you tell the debt collector. The next thing you want to ask them is that, can you provide me with the name of your collection agency, the address of your collection agency, along with the account number of this account you claiming that I owe. All right. Now, what you want to do once you get off the phone with the debt collector, right? Once you get off the phone this is very important, because the debt collector within 5 business days, okay, within 5 business days from the debt collector contacting you, they must send you out a notice, right? A notice of them attempting to collect the debt. Now, this is very important. 5 days from the time that they call you, they must send out 5 business days. They must send out a notice of attempt to collect a debt from you. Okay. So keep that in mind. The clock is ticking, right? Okay. So what do you want to do next when you get that phone call? The clock is ticking. Let's go. The next thing you want to do is you want to write the debt collector a letter. Now, writing the letter is very important, because you want to write the letter while waiting for this notice. So you're trying to get ahead of the debt collector, because you don't want this collection to appear in your credit report. So you're trying to get ahead of it, right? You're trying to get ahead. It's very important, guys. You're trying to get ahead of it. So what you want to do is you want to write the debt collector a letter as soon as you get off the phone. This is why you ask the debt collector for the information, so you can stop them from reporting it to your credit report, right? What if you have an 800 credit score and they report it to your credit report because you don't know this information, and then it drops your credit score like 60 points, right? All right, so let's go back. So here's what you include in your letter. And then later on today, I'm going to show you how the Client Dispute Manager software can automate all of this for you, or if you are helping someone improve their credit score, how you can do it for your customers, okay? So let me do this for you right now. So here's the letter. Send this when it's not on your credit report, but you received a letter or they called you. So you want to send what I'm about to show you here. You want to send this letter if they called you on the phone or they sent you a letter. It's not on your credit report yet. They called you on the phone or they sent you a letter. It's not on the credit report yet, okay? So this is what you want to do, okay? All right. So in your letter, very, very simple. I'm going to show this to you very simple. You want to say, I'm disputing this debt. I am disputing this debt. As you can see right here, I am disputing this debt. That's one of the first things you want to say. The second thing you want to say is that I would like a debt validation. The third thing you want to say is please send me proof that I own this debt. All right. So remember, if they send you a letter in the mail, this is the first time they're trying to collect the debt from you. If they send the letter in the mail and you get the letter, you want to write the letter out or use the Client Dispute Manager software to generate the letter for you. And you want to send the letter to them. Remember, it's not on your credit report yet. You want to send this letter to them because as soon as you receive the letter, the 30-day clock starts to tick. Okay, let's go over that. All right, so this is the three things you want to send them right now. Key points you want to remember. Here's some key points you want to remember. Key points. The collection agency has 30 days to respond from the time that you send the letter. They have 30 days to respond from the time that you send the letter. They have 30 days to respond. Okay, now let's check it out. If they don't respond, they can't collect or report. So if they don't respond within the 30-day span to your debt validation request, they can't report according to the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. They can't report on your credit report, and they have to stop all collection activities until they provide you with validation of the debt. Now, this is why it's so important that when they call for the first time, you get the information, the address, the name of the debt collection agency, right? The address of the debt collection, the name of the debt collection agency, the account number, so you can be proactive and you send out the letter before them. You get to them before them. And you also always want to send the letter out certified mail. Certified mail with return receipt. Always send out certified mail with return receipt to the debt collectors so you have some proof that you in fact did respond to the debt collector within the 30 days. You got to protect your credit report. You have to be your own advocate. You have to protect your customer's credit report if you're helping someone else improve their credit score. All right, so now we talked about what happens if they call you on the phone, what happens if they send you a letter, what happens if they send you a letter in the mail, but it's not on your credit report yet, right? So these are the two things that you can do to stop that. These are the two things you can do that can stop this from damaging your credit score. Very powerful, very important. A lot of people miss this. A lot of consumers are damaging their credit score right now because of these two little elements. So look, share this video with your friends, your mom, your dad, share it with everybody that's having problems with debt collectors. Stop them in their tracks. This is exactly how you do it. All right, now that we talked about that part, now what we want to talk about now is what happens if you pull up your credit report and you see a collection account on your credit report. What do you do now? It's on your credit report. if you're working for someone else, if you're helping someone else improve their credit score, what is the best way to dispute a collection account or get validation on a collection account that may be incorrect on your customer's credit report? So it's two things. One, you're working on your own, or two, you're helping someone else improve their credit score. So I'm going to show you the second thing you need to do if you see it on the credit report. Let me show that to you right now. Okay, so you pulled up your credit report. You notice that there is a collection account on your credit report. What do you do next? Like, what do you do? I'm going to show you how to write this letter from here, and then I'm going to show you how to use the Client Dispute Manager software to make things easy for you, right? So you can track everything. The first thing you want to do is you want to send out things certified mail. Remember what I told you? Everything goes out certified mail if you are working on your own credit report. If you're working on a client's credit report, that's really totally up to you on how you want to do that. That's totally up to you. If you do, you probably want to charge a little bit more money if you're sending out things certified mail, if you're working on your own client's credit report, right? That's kind of up to you. So now we saw that credit report. So what we want to do is we want to fight the debt collectors on this, right? We're not, this is a validation. We're not sending it to the credit bureaus yet. We are talking about debt collectors right now. All right. So what we want to do first is send this letter when the collection account is on your credit report, as you can see. Okay. So here it is. Dear collector, please provide me with the following. Okay. Let's highlight this. A full accounting of this account. So you're asking the collector to send you all of the information pertaining to this account, right? A full accounting, everything, all the bills, everything that's associated with the account. Like, show me everything pertaining to this debt, like everything, all the accounting that's associated with the debt. Okay. The next thing you're telling them, you're saying a copy of the assignment of purchase from the creditor. So basically what you're saying, show me proof, the title, the chain of title, show me proof, the chain of title that you purchased this debt. Like, show me proof that you're the one that owns the debt. Like, who am I dealing with? Am I dealing with the original creditor, or am I dealing with the creditor's internal collection agency, or do you own this debt? Like, show me proof that you own this debt. That's what you're asking them for there. Okay. Next, show me every charge and what was purchased and what's purchased, fee, payment, credit, interest, everything pertaining to interest, payment, fees, charges, everything that's associated with this debt. You're asking them to show me you everything that's associated with the debt, all the fees, everything that's associated with the debt. Okay. You're also asking them that. Next, how did you calculate what you claim I owe? So basically they're going to say that, that you owe this amount of money, right? So you want to ask them, well, how did you calculate that? Like, how did you come up with that? Like, how did you come up with that number? Okay. How did you come up with that number? All right. So let's talk about some key points right here. Let's talk about some key points. Now here's some key points. Key points. You can still ask for validation after 30 days. Now, a lot of people ask, can I still, even though it's on my credit report, even though it's there, can I still ask the collection agency for validation? And the answer is yes. You can still ask them. You can still ask them for debt validation. Now, here's the thing now. Here's the thing. Even though you ask them, they don't have to respond. Like, there's no obligation in the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act that states that they have to respond past the 30-day validation window, right? Like they don't have to respond, but most of the time they do respond, but there's nothing that's kind of like enforcing them to respond. You understand what I mean? Past the 30-day window, unless there's some case law out there that says that they have. Okay. If there's any lawyers out there that says, hey, Mark, there's some case law out there that says that they have to respond, past the 30-day window, please let me know. Please let me know. I'm just looking at the law with the law says. I'm not a lawyer, so don't take this as legal advice. But please let me know if there's some case law out there that's saying that they have to respond past the 30-day window. I would love to see that. Thank you so much. All right. Now, can they still report? I get this question again. Can a collector still report on the credit report after the 30-day validation? The answer is yes. Okay. The answer is yes. If you did not send a debt validation letter like I told you to in the first part of this video, and you let the 30 days pass, then the collector's considered that it's valid, right? Like you didn't dispute it. So it's considered a valid debt. That's how it ends up on your credit report, guys. because it's considered a valid debt because you did not take any action. Like in that 30-day period, you took no action. Like you did not investigate, you did not send out a debt validation letter like I'm telling you. So it ended up on your credit report destroying it, but no problem, no problem. But you can still dispute it. There are some key points. Like I said, you can still dispute it. All right, cool. So now we talked about the 2 ways that you can do this. We talked about what happens if you get a phone call or you get a letter from the debt collector and they say that you owe this debt, right? So you send a debt validation letter, you write this out. Then we talked about what happens when you see it on the credit report, that you can still send a debt validation letter. They don't have to respond and they can still collect. So now what I want to do, I want to show you how to automate this inside of the Client Dispute Manager. Instead of handwriting this, I want to show you how to automate this and track it and also print it out very quickly so you can track these efforts, right? And whether you are working on your own credit or you're helping someone else improve their credit score, the Client Dispute Manager, you can use it to do all of this. And also there's an array of debt validation and debt collection letters also in the dispute engine of the Client Dispute Manager. All right, so I'm going to show that to you right now. Let me show that to you here. All right, so right now we are in the Client Dispute Manager on the dashboard. So what I'm going to do is, say for example, I wanted to send a letter out to the debt collector. Say for example, I wanted to send a letter out to the debt collector because they called me, right? They called me, or they called my client, or my client received the letter in the mail, or I received the letter in the mail, and I want to fight that, right? The first step that we talked about. So what I want to do first is I want to go right here to the Dispute Manager. Now, of course, we've already uploaded our credit reports really quick. One quick import, we can bring in your credit reports and within like 30 seconds, I can import your credit reports. I can log into your credit monitoring. The software does all that for you. It'll log into your credit monitoring for you, import your reports. And then once you're there, we're going to go right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go right over to where it says collectors. Okay. This is where all the collection agency letters live. If you want to fight a collector, all of the letters live right in this area right here. Okay. If you want all kind of letters to deal with collection agencies, live in this area right here. All kind of letters live right in here. This is the dispute engine. All right. So what I'm going to do, let me find my customer here real quick, which is myself. All right. There we go. So I got Midland Bank. And so what I'm going to do is, this is a collections. Yeah, this is a late payment. I don't know why I said late payment, but let's just say it's a late payment collections, right? It was a late payment. It turned into a collection. So what I'm going to do now is remember we talked about that first letter. So let's go right here. And we're going to pick debt validation letter count not on the credit report. You see? It's not on the credit report. It's not on the credit report. But remember, we talked to Midland. We called them. We got the count number. We got the address. So we added it into the software manually. So we went add item, and we added this information manually into the software, right? So right here, I'll change it for you right here. I'll go ahead and edit this. And let's go ahead and make it collections. Okay. All right, let's come back here to collectors. All right, so remember what I said. So now it's collections, right? We got the information. Remember what I said. We got the information from them over the phone. So now we're going to go back into the software so we can generate this letter to mail out to them so they don't put it on our credit report, right? Or they don't put it on our customer's credit report. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's find that letter here. Debt validation account not on report. So I'm going to select that. And then I'm not even going to pick a dispute reason because this letter already tells you that we're disputing it. So we don't need to pick any dispute reason because the letter itself, the body of the letter is already saying that we dispute this debt. So everything that I showed you, those key points that I showed you, the letter already says that. So you don't even have to put a dispute reason there. All right. So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and add your dispute here. You see how quick that was? That's the first letter. Now, say for example, let's send that to print. Okay, it's sent to print. Now, say we had another customer. Okay, say we had another customer, or just yourself, right? Say for example, we're gonna stick with you. Say for example, it was on your credit report now, right? Right. That's the first scenario. It's on your credit report. So now I'm going to show you how to send a letter that's already on your credit report. So right here, we go to the same place. it says debt validation account on the report. So this means it's on your credit report. We're going to select that. Again, you don't have to put any dispute reason. Let's go ahead and add your dispute here. Boom. And then we're going to send it to print. Okay, you see how fast that was? You see how fast that was? That was very quick. That's very, because see, the letters do everything. The letter has all the content that you need in it automatically. You don't have to think anything, right? You don't even have to put a dispute reason because the letters already put your account number there. It has the address, it has everything there. It has everything that you want already in the letter. It saves you so much time and it tracks everything for you. Let me show you again. Also, if you wanted to find the address for Midland, you could do that here too. All right, so now let's go to the bulk print screen. And now once we're in the bulk print screen here, all we have to do is click on print. From here, we just click on print. It prints out all the letters that you need, right? It tracks them. It tells you like when the 30-day period is up. It notifies you by email. It notifies you in the software that you need to follow up with the collection agency. Everything is simply automated strictly for you, all in the Client Dispute Manager. All right, so listen, what I want to do right now, I want to give you a free trial, a free 30-day trial of the Client Dispute Manager so you can check it out for yourself. There's a lot of tools, a lot of automation, a lot of features inside of the software that will help you improve your credit. If you're trying to improve your credit score, perfect. You can use it for that. If you are helping other customers improve their credit score, that's even better. It has all the tools for you to run your business successfully, right? So all you have to do, you can sign up for a free 30-day trial. Let me show you what that looks like right now. Let me show you what that looks like. All right, so we're gonna click here. So once you click the link below inside of this video, when you click the link below inside of this video, all you have to do is you'll come to a page just like this, okay? It tells you everything about the advantage of the software, the Client Dispute Manager, everything about it right here. How to run your business and gain freedom. Everything you know, how to automate and scale while you sleep. Everything you need to know about the business right here. And you can sign up for a free trial. It's very easy, straightforward, to the point. Just click the link and get started. Listen, I hope that you learned a lot about handling debt collectors over the phone, or if they send you a notice in the mail, or if you find a collection account on your credit report. It's very, very, very crucial that you follow the steps that I'm talking to you about in this video. Listen, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Also comment if you have any questions pertaining to this here in the debt validation and debt collection. Please comment below and I'll try to answer the questions for you. I'm here for you. Again, click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification button. I'm going to be shooting these videos, different videos every single week, and I want you to get the knowledge. Please click the link below. Sign up for the free 30-day trial of the Client Dispute Manager software. Take care.